A dark shadow moves silently through the halls of Downton Abbey. The wind howls outside, rattling the windows. Something long thought gone is not gone. A secret from the past, buried in whispers and locked doors, is about to come alive. And when it returns, nothing will ever be the same. The camera glides slowly over the grand estate of Downton Abbey, bathed in the fading light of dusk. The sky is heavy with dark clouds, hinting at a storm that mirrors the tension inside. The once calm hallways now seem alive with silent whispers. A door creaks slightly, though no one is seen, and shadows stretch across the polished floors. Outside, branches scrape against the windows, adding to the eerie atmosphere. The estate feels different, like it's holding its breath, waiting for something impossible to happen. We see the familiar rooms, but they feel strange and empty. The dining hall, once full of laughter, stands quiet. A chandelier sways slightly, as if disturbed by a presence unseen. In the drawing room, portraits of past generations stare silently, their painted eyes almost following the movement of a shadow passing by. The camera focuses on small details, a hand resting briefly on a railing, a scarf fluttering across the hallway, a candle flickering in a dark corner. Each tiny motion suggests someone or something is here, watching, waiting. As the music swells softly in the background, the narration breaks through the silence. Just when peace seemed restored, a shadow returns from the past. The words linger, pulling the audience deeper into the mystery. Quick flashes appear, a closed door with a lock turning, a hand gripping a letter tightly, a pair of shoes left abandoned in the corridor. Each image tells a story, but the person behind them remains hidden. The suspense is built not through sight, but through what is unseen. The camera then shifts to the estate's exterior. Fog rolls across the gardens, curling around statues and benches. Trees sway in the wind, their branches reaching out like grasping fingers. The sky grows darker, almost as if night itself is creeping in faster than it should. In the distance, the faint sound of a horse's hooves echoes, though no rider is visible. The estate seems alive, its very walls whispering secrets of the past. Back inside, the servants' quarters are shown briefly. A broom drops to the floor, as if startled by an invisible presence. A servant's hand trembles over a teacup, fingers clutching tightly, yet no one is there to witness it. Each room carries the tension of expectation, a sense that something important is about to be revealed. The camera pans to a window, where the wind presses the curtains against the glass. Shadows stretch, dance, and then vanish, leaving the viewer questioning what was real. The first section ends with a lingering shot of the grand staircase. The camera slowly moves upward, following the shadow of a figure that seems to disappear as quickly as it appears. The narration whispers again, the past was never gone. And now it's coming back to Downton Abbey. The music rises briefly, then cuts to silence, leaving the audience with a chilling sense of suspense and an urgent need to know what happens next. The halls of Downton Abbey feel colder now, as if the very walls are aware of the presence that has returned. The camera moves slowly through the estate, capturing the stillness of a home that was once full of warmth and life. Doors that had been shut for years creak open, seemingly by themselves, revealing empty rooms bathed in dim, flickering light. A lone candle sputters and nearly goes out, casting long, trembling shadows across the floor. Something or someone is inside, moving unseen, leaving only whispers of their passing. The narration begins, low and haunting. The past was never gone, and now it walks these halls once more. The words echo as the camera shifts to a hallway where footprints appear in the dust on the polished floor, though no one is visible. Papers flutter from a desk as if disturbed by a sudden breeze. A framed photograph of the Abbey's family tilts slightly, the glass catching the light in a way that hints at movement. Each small detail suggests a presence that should be impossible, someone thought lost, yet unmistakably here. In the servants' quarters, whispers spread like wildfire. A hand quickly closes a cupboard door, a tray is dropped, and footsteps echo, though no one is there. The camera shows the reactions of characters through subtle gestures, a hand clutching the edge of a table, a sleeve trembling, a foot frozen. Mid-step. Each hint at fear, confusion, and disbelief builds the tension. The viewers are left straining, trying to see what is hidden. Shadows twist in corners, moving faster than the eye can follow. The scene shifts to the drawing room, where a chair rocks gently back and forth on its own. Papers rustle, as if someone had been reading them moments before. A clock ticks loudly, emphasizing the passage of moments filled with dread. The narration continues. He was gone. Or so everyone believed. But some secrets are too powerful to stay buried. Quick flashes hint at the character's past. A letter torn in half. A candle extinguished at the wrong moment. A glimpse of a familiar coat hanging in the corridor. All of these hints are enough to make the audience realize that the impossible has happened. Someone long dead has returned. Outside, fog rolls in thick and heavy, almost swallowing the estate whole. The wind carries a low moan through the trees, and the faint sound of a carriage approaches, though no vehicle is seen. Shadows pass across windows, and faint footsteps echo from the halls above. The camera lingers on the grand staircase, where a figure is suggested in silhouette but never fully revealed. The audience can feel the tension growing. The presence is unmistakable, yet mysterious. The music swells subtly, creating a rhythm like a heartbeat, faster with every passing second. Doors slam in empty corridors. A book falls from a shelf. A hand reaches for a drawer and freezes, fingers trembling as if touched by something unseen. Each detail emphasizes the chaos brought by the return. The narration closes this section with a whisper, almost a warning. What was thought lost forever now threatens to change everything. The final shot lingers on the empty hallway, the shadows stretching and twisting in a way that suggests movement just out of sight, leaving the audience on edge. Desperate to see what comes next, the atmosphere inside Downton Abbey grows heavier, as if the air itself carries the weight of secrets long buried. The camera glides through the estates. Grand hallways showing rooms in subtle disarray. A chair is tipped over in a corner, a teacup sits shattered on the floor, and letters lie scattered across the desk, fluttering as though stirred by an invisible hand. The estate, once orderly and serene, now feels alive with tension, every creaking floorboard a warning. Shadows twist and stretch in the flickering candlelight, hinting at unseen figures slipping through the rooms. The narration begins, slow and deliberate. Old rivalries, hidden truths. All have been waiting for this moment. The return of one thought lost will change everything. The camera shifts to the drawing room, where a faint outline of a figure moves past the curtains. A hand presses against the wall, trembling. Another hand reaches for a letter, then freezes as if sensing eyes upon it. Quick flashes of previous tensions and argument, a stolen glance, a secret diary remind the viewer that the past never truly stays buried. These fragments of memory stir unrest among the present. In the servants' quarters, whispers ripple like wind through autumn leaves. A tray is dropped, plates clattering loudly. Someone grips the banister of the stairs, knuckles white, as footsteps echo through the hallways. The camera focuses on the reactions of characters facelessly, a hand over a mouth to stifle a gasp, fingers clenching a handkerchief, a trembling wrist as someone reaches for a door handle. Their faces remain unseen, but fear, confusion, and anticipation are clear in every motion. Every subtle gesture communicates the chaos without a single word. The music swells, tense and rhythmic, as if counting the heartbeat of the estate itself. Shadows on the walls shift with unnatural speed. A book falls from a shelf, landing open on the floor, revealing a page marked with an old secret. The camera zooms in slowly on letters scattered across a desk, their words hinting at betrayal, love, and untold truths. Each detail reveals a story the estate has tried to hide, now forced into the light by the returning presence. The tension grows as every creak of the floor, flicker of light, and flutter of paper reminds the audience that nothing inside Downton Abbey will remain the same. In the corridors, doors slam with sudden force. Footsteps echo in ways that defy explanation. A vase tips and shatters, petals scattering like frozen whispers. The camera lingers on the grand staircase, where shadows appear and vanish, suggesting movement just beyond the viewer's eye. The unseen figure's presence dominates the atmosphere. Even the familiar rooms feel foreign, tense, and unpredictable. The narration continues. What was once hidden, what was once forgotten, now stirs with a life of its own. And Downton will never be the same again? The scene shifts to the estate's exterior at night. Fog coils around the gardens and statues, thick and heavy, while trees sway violently in the wind. The moon barely peeks through the clouds, casting fleeting beams across the stone walls. In the distance, the faint sound of a carriage's wheels echoes across the gravel, but no carriage is visible. Every sound, every shadow amplifies the tension, signaling to the audience that chaos has settled into the very bones of Downton Abbey. Inside again, a series of quick, faceless glimpses convey escalating panic. A hand slams a desk shut. Another grasps a staircase railing, footsteps run across floors, and a candle is nearly snuffed out by a sudden gust. The narration lowers to a whisper, chilling and urgent. When the past refuses to stay buried, secrets will rise, loyalties will be tested, and hearts will break. The camera lingers on an empty chair, a fallen scarf, and a single swinging chandelier, emphasizing the invisible force that has unsettled the household. The audience is left with the sense that every secret, every unspoken word, and every hidden betrayal is about to explode into chaos. This section ends with a lingering shot down the main hallway. Shadows twist, letters flutter, doors sway. The flickering light seems to pulse in time with the building's rising tension. Silence follows, broken only by a faint whisper of the narration. The return has begun, and Downton Abbey will never be the same. The scene fades into darkness, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats, desperate to know what will happen. Next. The darkness deepens inside Downton Abbey, but now it carries a new weight, a sense of imminent revelation. The camera glides slowly through empty corridors, tracing the path of a presence that is felt but never fully seen. Shadows stretch unnaturally across the walls, bending around corners and through doorways. The wind outside howls against the windows, rattling them like a warning. Every creak of the floor, every flicker of a candle, feels deliberate, as if the estate itself is aware of the secrets that are about to be uncovered. The narration begins, low and dramatic. Some returns are not meant to be understood, only feared. The camera focuses on a grand empty staircase. A single footstep echoes from above, though no figure appears. The chandelier swings slightly, casting fractured light that dances across the walls. In the drawing room, a letter slips from a desk and lands face down. The camera lingers on the letter, emphasizing the hidden message it carries, suggesting revelations that will shock the family and servants alike. The audience feels the tension building, a quiet storm before the inevitable chaos. Through the faceless lens, the camera explores subtle hints of emotion among the household. A hand trembles over a railing, another clutches a candle for comfort. A shadow pauses in the doorway as if frozen in disbelief. Quick flashes of past conflicts and heartbreaks appear in the flickering candlelight. A torn photograph, a silken glove left abandoned, a family crest engraved on a fallen object. Each small image reminds the audience of the deep bonds, rivalries, and secrets that have always defined Downton Abbey. The return of someone thought dead threatens to unravel all of it. Outside, fog coils tightly around the estate, crawling up stone walls and through iron gates. The moon is hidden behind clouds, casting only faint silver light. A distant sound of hooves strikes against gravel, though no carriage is seen. The music swells subtly, carrying a heartbeat-like rhythm that quickens with each passing moment. Shadows move unnaturally across windows, hinting at the approaching confrontation. The estate seems alive, aware of the returning presence, and the tension becomes almost unbearable. The narration grows more urgent. Every secret, every betrayal, every love long hidden now faces the light. The camera shifts to a close-up of symbolic objects, a candle burning low, a chair rocked gently back and forth, a scarf draped over a banister, and a family crest engraved in the floor. These faceless cues communicate emotion and history without showing any faces. The audience senses the weight of history pressing down on the house, and the arrival of the figure long gone has awakened more than just memories, it has awakened chaos. The camera then moves through the halls with sudden speed, following the invisible presence. Doors swing open as if pushed by an unseen hand, letters are carried away by drafts, and shadows flicker in and out of view. The music reaches a tense crescendo. The narration whispers almost conspiratorially, "The return that was thought impossible is only the beginning." The camera lingers on a window overlooking the fog-covered gardens, where the silhouette of a figure is suggested but never fully revealed. The suspense is unbearable. The audience is left with the chilling awareness that something monumental is about to happen. Finally, the camera focuses on a symbolic shot, an empty chair beneath a swinging chandelier. The candlelight flickers, shadows twist, and a letter lies unopened on the floor. Silence dominates, broken only by the faintest echo of wind through the estate. The narration delivers the final chilling words, "Downton Abbey will never be the same." September 12, 2025, the screen fades to black, leaving viewers suspended in tension, desperate to uncover the secrets of the returning figure and the chaos they will unleash. This final section ends the video with a cliffhanger that maximizes suspense, leaving the audience eagerly anticipating the movie release. The faceless cinematic storytelling ensures mystery, drama, and emotional weight, without revealing faces, keeping it perfect for a trailer or teaser video.